And also I lost again focus on the window. This can be easily fixed. Okay, by firing at the sky. And again focus on the window. Finally we can move. I think I'll go with the Leopard. I like that plane more. Look how it moves. Look how it stays accurate even while moving. This is an Amazon tank. Plus, once you only found the most skilled players in tier 10, it was really the best of the best. Now almost everyone plays it, so it's no longer an elite team. I should be able to be at least competent. Damn it. Didn't do much damage. But that looks like a difficult shot. Ah, that's the PC-25 that I know very well. And spotting stuff. Good. The Scorpion is worrisome. But that's below, I think. That should be below my line. It cannot hit me. God damn T-54. Yeah, you are. No, that's an almost impossible shot. Not going to work. The team isn't advancing on this side. I cannot go first in a million. Okay, he only hit the housing and the tire. The track, yeah. I spy something. It's positioned in a way that basically, I don't know how he hit me earlier. Now, if this guy with the heavy went ahead, maybe. What sort of tank is that? It's got two cannons. I've never seen that thing. Woo! And now you shot them. No, that's already dead. Let's move. I'm getting bored. Of course, he got the free hit. I will go after him. Ooh, it's well guarded on this side. Kakunin. I'm completely exposed to... No, I cannot shoot, that's okay. Haha, you can't penetrate. Where the fuck is he shooting from? This wasn't probably a good move. This is the craziest thing. I've never seen this thing in my life. I haven't played much lately. It's got two guns. Do they both shoot, by the way? La fortuna aiuta gli audaci, as I was saying. Fortune follows the bold, but now they're shooting also in my butt. There's only one way, and the way is ahead. Now they're shooting again from me. From behind. Well, I kinda unlocked the situation, but now I'm practically dead. When you're top tier, you've got to use it. I mean, if you don't risk it, why did you pick tier 10 at all? They got the heavy, because the heavy didn't move. Don't you see I'm advancing? There must be a reason I am advancing, right? No, he's smarter. He thinks he's smarter, he stands behind, so they wreck him from the butt. But I have superior everything to that guy. Superior depression, superior firepower. Also, he cannot pen me well, so let's try and make him pay for what he dared to do. Now, the problem is, does he have reinforcements? That's really the problem. Oh, he's coming back. Come. No, but come. You're welcome. Come here, little Skoda. You're welcome to come. Ah, you scared. Why is that? Maybe if the leopard came, no? Since I'm almost dead, the leopard guy... Oh, I got the idea. Come on, little leopard. Go, go. Get the Skoda for me. At least distract the Skoda for me. Amazing team play. Look at that. He can get the idea. Okay, it's retreated all the way to the base. I think the Skoda crapped his pants, basically. I could have easily profited from it. But there's a time when you stop being bold and you become prudent. That's usually when you have less than 10% health left. This was an artillery shot. No. I don't know what hit me. I'm practically dead, though. The ST1 is coming from behind, but I don't think he will come this way. The problem is that he has also artillery cover, so what can I do now? Ah, he's also hurt pretty bad. Well, if he goes, I follow, I mean. Why not? Besides, the Skoda keeps retreating, so we're no longer spotted from the artillery. That's good. That's good. Let's see how much we can take advantage of it. I might as well stay mobile. Now, if I'm so lucky that the Skoda guy is positioned well and the artillery is ready to fire, I'm finished in a second. But, fortune favors the bold, right? T-54... Well, I might go and take a look at that T-54, since he's even more almost dead than me. Ah, here you are. Damn it. Through the barrel of the gun, to the barrel of the wine. 2 barrels in one. Now I'm spotted, of course. And a little worried for the artillery. But only 2 of them is left. I mean, what can happen? How hard can it be? How hard can it be? Hard enough. We still won. Could have been worse. 2100 points. I mean, also another guy died. Now it's 3-on-2. But I think we will win. How can we lose? What's the thing that is left? M40. No, we won. Okay, it's an heavy, but I mean there are 3 guys. I wonder who got the Skoda guy. Ah, here it is. Ah, it's not a heavy, it's artillery. But, excuse me, ma isn't the icon red? When it's red, doesn't mean... I'm no longer at home in this game. No, but of course M40 is artillery. I didn't remember artillery to be red, I remember the heavies to be red. I remember nothing. Okay, even better. We still won. So it's the artillery that hit me earlier. And let's go again. Well, but today that there is a 5 times bonus, it seems a bit wasteful to play tier 10, to tell you the truth. Okay, you're getting more technical experience, but still. Nothing of value. Nothing of value again. Well, the 3-fire extinguisher, I guess. Now. Really? There's another one. No. Another one. Ah, a level 4. Maybe I can use that. Again. How many am I getting? Nothing. Oh my god. It never ends. A tier 4. That's cool. And then another 2. Now. A tier 3. Okay. So let's go. Well, that one wasn't so bad. Let's see. I will put here immediately the tier 5. That's so cool, I guess. And then I go with, what else do I have? Tier 3. Tier 3. Nothing more. Then for the heatery, it's same tier. What's that? Ice cream. At this time of the year. No, I go with the barbecue. It's also more military looking. Ah, and this, I can change this. It's same tier. And recycle the rest. Yeah. No, wait a second. There's the thing that goes on the tree. Is it possible that already I have higher tier on that? Ah, yeah, they're both tier 4. Okay, then recycle all the rest. Ah, well, but now we can try and get something good. Let's go with tier 5. I usually go like this, tier 5 random. And I try to feel lucky. Do I feel lucky now? Well, kinda. Come on. It's better because I have tier 4 for this. Do you have another 360? Yeah, again. This I have no idea where it goes. It's the kitchen. Let's see if I can use it. This I can use it. And the kitchen too. Whoa! Here we are, level 7. Finally. Finally. Then I guess we'll play tier 7 now. Let's see what we can play. And also 40 fragments, 60 Swedish fragments. This is interesting. 3 bonus, okay, for the credits. And this thing, whatever it is, I have no idea. There's so many strange stuff for the holidays. So now I can use finally the bonus for the growth of the tank. Tier 7. What am I grinding the most? I think this I already unlocked the following tier. Well, almost. It seems like a waste. Ah, maybe the... No, these are already unlocked. No, then it's probably the T25 too. This one is still quite far from unlocking the next tier. Yes, I don't even have the engine. Put this. No, level 7. The T25 2. Christmas music plays. And then also I have got Swedish fragments. Swedish fragments are good because I was trying to get... It's been 2 years I've been trying to get the STRV. How many can I make of these? I can make a lot of these. 1, 2. Wait a second. I need 127. What does it have? It has nothing. 7,000. To the maximum. Yeah, I'll go like that. Pa, 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 pa. And now I need 57. Okay, I guess we'll play some TDs. Now we'll go with the T25 too, then we go with that. It becomes so easy to unlock stuff like this. It used to take years of grinding. Ah, wait a second. Do I have the... Ah, no, this doesn't even have the thing that tells you when they spot you. So I'll have to use the consumable one, I guess, because otherwise to play TD is almost suicide. Go. Well, I mostly suck with this also because the crew isn't top tier, but let's try. I mean, you never grind it, you never unlock the next one. I also got 7 days of premium, look at that. That's nice. 7 days of premium, why? Returning player, or is it for everyone? Maybe it's for everyone because of the new year. Oh my god, I love to play this more. Now I have 7 days of premium. I've been bound. I love to play this every day. Okay, this is the map that is boring as hell to play with the TDs, because basically as soon as you try to cross you're dead, especially now that I don't have a good engine. So let's try to snipe a bit before going for the usual suicide that I tend to do in these kind of situations. Maybe I could reduce a bit the map. In fact, I would like to go with the distance of the screen. You cannot see the difference, but I do in VR. That is half and half, yeah, like this. That lets me see the map, but also read the little script, like this. I like this, but put the map bigger. Doesn't feel right with the map small. So, the job of the sniper is strange in this game. The same dynamics come into play, really. You could think that you can stay hidden, but usually it's not like that. Even when you're sniping, you take your risks. It's not like something like Battlefield, so to say. I was going to say Call of Duty, but Call of Duty is even more aggressive from the sniper's point of view. Well, we're all mostly in the same place with the TDs. Okay, this is a good beginning. Too bad range has helped him. Oh, I do shit damage. That sucks. Everyone with the super haircut, that's very popular. I guess mine is the original super haircut. I mean, it's the one you unlock after the haircut. I think I got this last Christmas, thanks to the other event. Last Christmas, I gave you my cat. Well, I cannot make the song. I was thinking to say, then I got a T25 from it, but it doesn't write by any stretch of the imagination. Here you come! There goes the ideas about playing a sniper. I'm no longer a sniper, now I'm a medium. But this line of TDs plays the medium very well. Can be considered an hybrid with the medium role. Well, it could if it had the top engine. Now my engine sucks. Hi there! Here's your Christmas present. What the hell was he doing? There's a lot of unexperienced players because of the event. Two super haircuts are capturing the point, because of course when you have a tier 6, what is that, a tier 7, yeah, tier 7 TD is the best thing to go and cap the point. I guess it makes sense. It's Christmas for everyone. I have more presents for you. What the hell? I think that's the kind of buildings that you can break, right? Now they're spotting me, that's not good. Doesn't look too good. Oh, did they sit there? They sit in the point. Oh, that's not the point. Okay, I'm looking at another direction. Ah, yeah, it's the little hill in the middle of the map. Ah, they're coming still from here. Okay. This looks interesting. I can do something, I think. But the artillery has to annoy me. That's the artillery's job, I mean. Okay, that guy wanted to challenge a Black Prince from the front, and predictably he lost. Damn it, let me reload this thing, reload. Well, these are not experienced players. Look what he does. Too bad he went backwards now. I could in theory penetrate... No, but I couldn't penetrate anything. No, but of course I cannot. The team was doing nothing. Also, it's another lost match. Okay, let's see when my luck is going to change. I don't want to play 2 TDs in a row though. That's kinda boring. Let's go back to something higher tier. What do you say? 8, 9 or 10? To play 10 seems a waste. No, I want to go with the light. I want to use the bonus. Ah, the French map. This one was the newer map when I stopped playing. Everyone wanted to play it all the time. It never came into rotation. And no one could play, basically, this map, because it was so different from the other ones. But it's pretty clear, when you're playing a light, I mean, what could you be rolling? Unless you go northward. That's the big stretch open, where you're supposed to scout and stay mobile. This is what I'm going to try and do, in any case. Not like that I used to be so good at this map, but maybe there don't seem to be many good people online at this time. Progetto 46. You see a lot of these also. Is that the one that they gave for free for a time? I think so. I think so. Il progetto 46. Forse dovrei dire progetto 46, since I'm Italian. No. What do we have here? What do we have? Let's see how quick I can suicide myself. It usually happens when I play the light. Heavy player once, heavy player for life. Because you never get good at World of Tanks if you play the heavies. And so I never did. There is artillery? No, that's good. There is no artillery. What do we feel? What do you think I should do? Should I be all aggressive as usual? Well, the tickets are pretty good. They're quite in my favor. These are rather hardly light. I think I can take the risk to go and scout, thus doing actually my job. Also, the Eiffel Tower is protecting me. I feel protected by the spirit of Frenchdom. Okay, but I better not stretch my luck even farther. That T-44... Ward of King, his name. My god. It's like King of the World, but inverted. Now, I presume like half the team is pointing their guns at me now. So to go past the hill wouldn't be the best idea. But now there's someone less cautious than me. I hope my teammates cover me, because otherwise I'm in trouble. And they did, okay. No, not many people ask you to the... It's because of the event everyone is playing. A lot of returning players like me, I bet. But maybe they haven't played like 25,000 battles. So even... they're even more affected by their lack of training, of recent training. There you go, Ward of King himself. I have hit the ward. The ward, dude. He's a JoJo fan. Object 430. Come hitter, my friend. Okay. They killed my friend. No, how could I miss? Oh, I'm screwed, I think. This was hard. I'm completely alone, yes. Maybe I should retreat. Maybe that seems like a good idea. But where to? That's the true question. Maybe I better try and surprise the enemy. There isn't much I can do. I mean, I'm completely surrounded. The team is nowhere to be seen. Okay. Okay, well, when I went there were like 5 people with me. Then I think half retreated and the other half got killed. Okay, you can't always get lucky. That's the life of the light. You influence the match a lot less. There's little you can do if you start to lose. If your team starts to lose. Let's go back to a heavy. This one... How I am with this one? 81,000 points. I need 160. How's the blueprint situation here? I have 0 blueprints for USA. Okay. Let's just go. Then I play the other TD, I guess. I think it's time. Did I again lose focus on the window? No, 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 it's still working. Just taking a bit longer to matchmake me. Congratulations. Well, if you say so. Ah, this is another classic. Okay, with the heavy... Well, I usually go south, but since I'm put like this, let's go the other way. What do we have? Team composition, one artillery per side, a lot of heavies. A lot of heavies, and very little TD. This is going to be a brawl more than a battle. Everyone will go ahead like crazy, I think. Let's try to be the arrowhead of the lane. Ah, no one is coming this side. Okay, that's good. Hey guys, I'm heavy. Me, I'm the only. We're only two guys. Okay. I'll try to tell them. Left lane. Guys, please. Okay, someone is coming. There's an heavy and not TD. Okay. You guys, why do you always go one way? They used to say it all the time. You're like lemmings. I don't know if it still goes around in the game. There were some things you used to see on every match. For instance, also there were people always saying moin, moin, moin in every single match. It's I think it's a greeting in some language, maybe German. I'm not sure I even pronounce it correctly. Okay, let's go with the gold, I guess, since it's an ES3. Oh, the other heavy has come. Good. Let the hate flow through you. Yeah, as I said, everyone feels aggressive now. We have not TDs, no artillery. Or maybe he's a bit too aggressive for his own good. I mean, what the hell is he doing? He wants to... It's become a bit of a clown house with the holiday event. He really is assaulting the position alone. Okay, let him come, I guess. Ciao Giuliano, grazie per aver cliccato mi piace sul mio post. Se vuoi possiamo parlare anche in italiano se mi lasci un commento. I was greeting my fellow national. Did you know that World of Tanks is very popular in Italy? They even come with their stand when we have a video game related event. What the hell? I think they came to my city also once, but I didn't go, of course. I had stopped to play the game at the time. Well, now I don't think that guy was so stupid anymore. Because apparently they're getting the best of the position. Oh, good. Oh, I only have another gold ammo. Why didn't I take so few? Damn it. Why am I so cheap when I go and buy a hammer? These are completely heavy on heavy battle and I only have another gold ammo. Rocco Barocco, look at this guy. This is another Italian, I bet. Rocco Barocco. Ci metto un fiocco, Rocco Barocco. Let's go. I know you're the guy that is going to change everything. Look at him, so proud. So proudly stealing my kill, but I also got the other kill and now he's running the enemy. He's Rocco Barocco indeed, you can see how Barocco is. Well, he died for our sins, I bet. In the end, we won somehow, thanks to the crazy Italian guy. Thank you, Rocco Barocco, grazie, let's go ahead. I'm the only guy now. Ah, there's also a 53 TP that seems, however, very cautious. He really doesn't want to wear his He strikes, I bet. No, it's pointless. No, it's pointless. I'll have to defend the base at this point. Also because we don't have the numbers. Doesn't make sense for me to go ahead alone. Let's try and defend the base. That's what I would like to do. Maybe if I was playing alone I would do it. But since I have you guys watching, I have to act. To maintain a pretense of professionalism, even though I'm not the most professional player most of the times. At least to save appearances. Let's go and defend the base. But it will take ages. Well, it isn't the slowest heavy, I mean. Kinda like this thing. I think I got it almost by accident because I liked the previous one so much, the T-29. I intended to play the American heavies only up to that point when I was still trying to farm win rate, which is actually a completely useless endeavor, let me tell you, because you can never farm win rate unless you get lucky. And I tended to play that very strong tank. Then in the end I said I might as well buy the next one, why not? But then I liked it. The T-32. This is not a bad tank by any means. Well, it could still go either way. We're evenly matched. Now, maybe my job would have been to cover the other side, in theory. But I want to bet on the fact that the enemy wasn't coming from there anymore. Because all the guys that were in that lane were killed by me and my friend Rocco. Let's call him my friend. So, in theory, this is where the match is going to get decided. On the other side. Damn it. From where? No, I didn't look. Why did I only look one way? What a stupid thing to do. What a stupid thing. I completely forgot the layout of the map. But apparently, luck favored me again. Yeah, okay, shit aim, man. Ah, the gunner is wounded, okay. No, he's no longer wounded. They cannot penetrate me. For some reason. In theory they could. I don't know why they cannot. And I guess, if they cannot, we better try and take advantage of it. Okay, the T-28 can. Okay, we're gonna lose. Okay, now I'm sure of it. We're gonna lose. That's too bad. We had such a cool outset on that narrow lane. Also, artillery is hitting me from the side. Okay, that's usually the sign the match is over. When even artillery has turned around you. Come on. I no longer have gold ammo because I shot them all. No, there's 3 of them. Wait a second. There's only 3 of them left. I guess it's time to do the impossible, reach the unreachable, and die like an idiot. What the hell? Well, I wasn't hit by the TD. I was hit by the guy in front. They, in the end, managed to penetrate me. We're still going to win the match, I think, even despite my stupid performance. Yeah, because they only have the artillery left now. Let's stick around, I want to see the artillery die. Blue Zelensky. Look at him, with this very historical camo. They had a lot of orange tanks in World War II, mind you. They didn't tell you about it in the history books. Because that sounded like the silliest idea. And yeah, now World of Tanks is full of orange tanks. So I guess there must be a truth in it. Bam! Look at that! That's the way you kill the artillery. Quite spectacular, let's say. Well, okay, it didn't end too badly. Maybe I'll get other boxes. Come on. This is the big one, I think. National fragment for the British and for the Japanese. Ah, that's not the national one, okay. 6 packages, go. One box. 2, 2, 1, nothing. 3, 1, 1, nothing. But the money is always good, I mean. Nah. No. This is the good one, I feel it. No. Well, there was a fire extinguisher, I mean. Maybe I was feeling that. And nothing. But we can at least recycle the stuff. Well, let me check 1 second if I have something even worse. Maybe this one. No. No, recycle everything. We're not going to settle for substandard Christmas decoration. We only want the best. Tier 5, go. And it's given me a lamp. Can I do another? No. Where does it go? Let's see if I've been lucky. No, I already have the lamp. Yeah. Well, this also comes with the territory, but recycle again. What do you have now? 380. I can do another. Go, go, go. I got the same thing, I think. No, this goes here. Well, it's a bit better. It's a bit better. I'll recycle. And now I have 100. Okay. Well, at this point, since I spent also many blueprints for it, let's go with the the Swedish TD. I mean, I've had this thing for the longest time. I got it basically for free. I like the earliest one in the tier, but now I can't get the hang of this one. Luckily, I've shortened my grind a lot. I don't even have the radio. Maybe I should pick at least the second radio. I'll have to do it eventually, I guess. Let's pick the second radio. 44,000 credits. The hell. Okay. These are strange. I mean, now that I have to use the actual mechanics for this line of tanks, the fact that it raises, no? It's a bit hard to get used to it. I mean, the gun is powerful, the vehicle is fast, but to shoot well with this, you have to really predict the movement of the enemies. The U-03. But of course, it's an interesting experience. This is a good map for it, I think. I can place myself there, close to the beginning, and camp like a cowardly wretch. Well, maybe I won't do it. Let's see how it evolves. So basically, once you put this thing in siege mode, you basically have it's like a turret. You can shoot wherever you want, but if you have to move, it's going to take a while, because you have to lower the suspension again. It's strange. It's got its own style. Never really got the hang of it. But since they also gave basically for free some 2 Christmas ago, I think, the discount for the final one, the higher tiers. Now I'd like to play also the higher tiers of this. It's a peculiar line, I mean. There's nothing like it in the entire game. Where does one position with... I think I also have the... No, I didn't bring the camonette. That's the stupidest thing. This is cool for the camonette, because when you go siege mode, it stays activated even while you turn. That's the thing that really I found interesting at first. But no, we don't have a camonette. I place myself here. It's a bit of a dangerous positioning, but it's not the most visible tank, especially in siege mode. And now you can shoot anywhere. You have 100% depression. You can go upwards. It's like it's positioned on a swiveling arm, basically. If they spot you, you're screwed. By the way, I do have the thing that tells you if they spot you, I hope. The sixth sense, because otherwise I'm doing something stupid, but I think so. I should have a good crew on this. No line of sight. Here we have line of sight. And I hit him. 6 seconds. It also reloads fast. Look at this. No, but it's a good tank. You have to learn it. No, that would have been asking for too much. This Scorpion got lucky. No, he didn't get lucky in there. And what about this? Oh, I don't think I can ever have line of sight on this. This, on the other hand, if he moves backward, but I don't think he will. Let's move. Let's move. Removing siege mode. And now, once you remove siege mode, this is a Ferrari. Look how fast it is. I love this thing when it's not in siege mode. I wish it could do both things at the same time. Unfortunately, that's not how it is. And then the suspension thing is cool when you have an incline like this, because by raising its butt, you become able to have absolute depression, you see. And you have to expose yourself very, very little. This is kind of an ideal situation for this thing. It's really its own vehicle, completely different from everything else. After this we go tier 10 again, though. I want to play another one in tier 10. Damn it. I could almost shoot. Yeah, well, don't look at me. He clicked the map. I know, I'm a TD. How do you want me to go and assault the enemy? They don't seem to want to make a move. I don't understand exactly how that thing is positioned. He must be behind the entire mountain, I guess. This we could win, I think. The team seems to be holding well. For a change. Lower the suspensions and move. It's time to move. What's the guard? What tank is that guard? It's a bit of an avant-garde tank, I bet. What a nice tank, look at it. I didn't know this thing. There's so much new stuff. Shall we go siege mode now? No, again, I'm not doing the TD's job. But being so fast, the temptation is always there to try and go behind him. Like they're also doing, everyone is doing. Let's do like the cool kids. Oh, now he's going to shoot me! Well, of course the accuracy sucks when you try to do this. That's the problem with this tank. Unless you put it in siege mode, you're going to have absolute abysmal accuracy. It's not his job, really, to do this. And I cannot bore you guys to that, I mean. Bam! Oh, he damaged the truck. Feel kinda safe when you do these things in this tank, because it's so low on the ground, not the easiest thing to hit. At least it has that advantage. I think they also recently added the actual real one to War Thunder. So they keep copying this guy like they always have. Well, we won, come on, at least we won. We didn't do almost any damage, but... Here you go, 394. Could be worse. Also, I'll get the 5 times bonus, so that's not bad. No, guy, no, you cannot die on me like this. The artillery is there. No, okay, you don't have time to. You have to activate the suspension, then you move slowly. That's the problem with this tank. I didn't want to feed him further. I mean, he already won. What the fuck? Hey, stupid man. He's got mental problems. Aye. They get boxes. I want boxes. Not boxes this time. So as I said, let's go back to tier 10. How do you want to see me play in tier 10? Well, as I said, not two TDs in a row. This is a crowd pleaser, I think. We'll play this, but I don't want to play two TDs in that row. Let's go with the other more simple thing. The heavy, the one tier 10 heavy that I own. Now this I took some time to adapt to it. It's a strange tank. It doesn't have the mobility. What's this map? Hinterland. I don't know this map. Ah, it's the big one. Ah, cool. It's the big battle. When you have... how many players? I don't know. A lot of players. So this is a tank where you get close and personal with the enemy. You're supposed to... Ah, look at the decal. What was it? The one for an anniversary of the game, I think. 100. Ah, it was the decal for the 100 years since the invention of the tank. This is pretty rare, I think. And this one got his own like a Christmas present because he hates realism, I bet. Why do you allow? Go play Fortnite, man. That is Fortnite for guys like you. Why must you run immersion for all of us? Okay, so the ES4 is a bit of everything and a lot of nothing, because it doesn't have the armor things like this, for instance. It doesn't have the mobility of a medium. It's only got this very powerful gun that works well when you're up close. It's a strange to use tank for a tier 10, because you have to go and run to the enemy's face like you're having a shotgun of sorts. And if you do it well, if you are very close to the enemy, usually he cannot penetrate very well you. It's difficult that he penetrates you. But it's not a very strategic or sophisticated tank. In fact, at first I hated it. I worked so much because back in the day to get to tier 10 it took years. Really, literally. And then I discovered I had unlocked what is considered probably the worst, or it was at the time. At the time it was considered the worst tier 10 in World of Tanks. Then I learned its strong suits, and I started to kinda like it. Well, let's see how it goes today, getting into the city. I absolutely don't know this map, because they come so rarely in rotation, so the outcome is probably going to be decided by luck. But this is always a game of luck in any case. I love this game mode. I wish you could select and play this every time. I mean, why not? Why cannot you do it? Also, open it to more tiers. Why must it be only tier 10? It's a shame, really, a wasted opportunity. It's probably the coolest way to play World of Tanks, and you do it so rarely. I'm a bit afraid to go ahead, because now I'm not sure about the capabilities of this tank in the oven, especially since this kind of map didn't even exist the last time I played it. I would rather stay behind the other bigger heavies. Or maybe just fight in the cities, I guess. Why not? Why not? Yeah, in the city I feel safer. It's what this tank does better after all. Okay, starting to get to the point where maybe we should make contact with the enemy, but I don't think that one is... no, there's no line of sight. The problem is, crossing here is suicide. A tier 10 to cross there. Let's see if he's got angel wings. Maybe he will do it. He's protected by angels. Go, go. Come on, please, please. Do it. Show me. Show me that it can be done. It cannot be done, of course. What does he have? A giant camera on top. Wow. That's a Centurion, okay. No, this is not a good... This isn't where you go to do what I wanted to do. Because, yeah, it's the city, but it's open on the left. Let's turn around. If the enemy comes while I'm doing this, I will look at the stupidest person alive. So let's hope he doesn't come. How's the battle going? According to the progress bars, we're more or less even. This is more like it. Here I can push. I can push at least a bit. Where was he hit from? Who's spotting us from here? Ah, the guy on top, I think. This is bad, because here there's bound to be a lot of artillery, I bet. Okay, not the one hit. It's a bit scary to do the big battles like this, especially when you don't know the map. Let's go after them. No, I'll go on the right, since it's a bit safer. But, okay, half the enemy team is shooting at me. This is where this tank is supposed to be, I think. Even though it's the little problem of people positioned in an unclear manner. The one that spotted me. Because I thought I wouldn't have been spotted. So there's something I don't understand about this map. That's the worst thing in World of Tanks. Okay. Fetch sign. Not going to work. We're still more or less even, but our team seems to be losing. Still 0 damage, man. Ah, they're coming to the base, yeah. Basically we're screwed, I think. Now they're going to wreak havoc on our artillery. It's over even before it began. Shall we go for the final fierce stand? Let's finally try to act a bit more courageously. Here you come, now they feel safe, and it's the moment to punish them. Damn it. Oh, place your huge boot in front of my weapon. Okay, artillery. No, this is my spot. You want to stay here? No, I want to stay here. I saw it first. Oh. Through the gun mantle is a very hard shot. And look how many got down my brute. 3 rounds. Why am I so cheap? Only 3 rounds. At least I'm spotting. What must I tell you? At least I'm spotting. But I think the battle is going that way more or less forever. At least on this side. But I guess it wasn't meant to be. We hoped for the best, but it went as usual, as they say. Let's do another one in the big tank. How much more do I need to unlock? 185, okay. This will take a while. No, wait, this is a bit too similar to the last one I played. I'll go with tier 8 now. I want to use the more mobile one. This hasn't got the daily bonus yet, also. Ah, the Swedish one got 3400, okay. Snowy version of Erlenberg. Snowy version of Erlenberg started on the right side. This is a fairly mobile heavy, but I don't know about going in the oven. What's the artillery situation? Only one artillery. Only one artillery. We have 5 heavies, 4 mediums. I think there should be good action on the right side. Doesn't seem impossible. Try to click it. Let's see if someone responds. Attack! Attack! No one responds. This isn't a good sign. Okay, the wheel guy is certainly going that way. Already I understand how these guys play. We have 2 lights on this side. All the heavies went to the center. It's a shame really, because with 1 artillery to go with the heavies on this side I think would be a strong move, but unfortunately you don't control the rest of the team. I'm already spotted, but there is only 1 artillery. Does he have to shoot me? And I'm a fairly inviting target here. What's this? A light rush. They're trying to rush us with lights. But we have the numbers, there's 3 of our lights, and also I'm here. Come on, a bit of luck. Sometimes a bit of luck would be nice. Now I better not stop in one place, because even though it's only 1 artillery, I'm probably the most exposed heavy staying here. Maybe start just a little. Okay, he got the idea. But I killed 1 guy, so it was worth it. Now if please you could restart the tracks. Don't they have the repair perk on this thing? I'll have to go and took his damn time. Nicola Car 5, so he's named Car and he's driving the car tank. I guess it makes sense. They're pretty popular, these things. I've seen them all over. I'll have to get 1 myself. In theory I could reach it. In theory. Because I did the grind and I still have the small French, the one very flat on the ground. What's it called? I don't remember. You know what I'm speaking about in any case if you play World of Tanks. Damn it. They have perfect visual on us. Though these little things that's zooming around. The artillery is on the left side because he hit me from the left, so now he won't have a good line to hit me. But in regards on what is beyond this point is completely unknown. Also, the enemy heavies haven't been spotted yet. For what I know, they could still be at base. But here go the 3 little guys. They're going to be... They're making me a big favor by playing like that. And 1 is dead, unfortunately. I think the others will follow. Maybe I can save this guy. No, I cannot. Wow! he caught to good air. No! Reload this thing, reload. Why did they get so greedy? He's going to die in any case. No, if I had hit him, he would be dead. God damn it. Oh. No, it's not going to work. There's too much stuff in between. He doesn't know I'm here in any case. Now if he could maybe... they're in trouble in the city. Maybe that's what I could go and do. Help in the city. Now the Oho is dead. But it feels wrong to leave that guy alone because they're going to thoroughly wreck him very soon. Unless he retreats. He doesn't seem to want to retreat. I don't think. But well, I mean, I didn't look at the team composition. We're dead, basically, so I might as well risk it and go ahead. It doesn't make any difference. We're like half of the enemy team by now. Let's try to score us a kill before then. Maybe I will manage, who knows? Who knows? They don't have visual here. Ah, yes! Ma non è possibile! That's impossible! Why? Why? Okay, let's still kill him. And now for the Nicola car. 5. Nicola car, 5. Of course they're spotting me now because of the Nicola car. I broke the wheel. It still works with one wheel apparently. Damn it. Okay, wait, that's predictable, I mean. The match was lost. I wanted the kill though. It's a real shame I couldn't get it. Okay, let's go play something else. I guess this one is not his day. Let's go with a springy medium, something like, also tier 7, I mean, why not? Ah, this didn't get the bonus yet. Can I pick? I don't want to spend 4,000 free experience. This is the one that I need to grind the most. Let's play this again. It isn't a medium, but it feels like one sometimes. Okay, Murovanka. Murovanka. What do I remember about this map? This is the one where everyone completely disregards the point of capture, and then at the very last time they all rush to it. Usually it happens so many times. I don't think I played it with a TD that often. Probably I shouldn't move too much. I would go towards this side. The right lane. We also have a lot of TDs, it seems. Yeah, and no lights. No lights is good when I play something like this. But 2 artilleries, and that's less good. I will go that side. So many super Hellcats. Super Hellcats as far as the eye can see. It's the meme tank of the season. They made sure of that. Vorpx. 50 TP PR. What does the PR stand for? Bam bam. Pure vandalism. Just for the hell of it. And what do we see around? In theory I should go high with this. But if they don't spot anything, then why risk it? I can always climb a little incline. Strange nicknames, this guy. Konstantin, Potam Comer. Oh. No, but I shouldn't have come all the way. I was following that so much I didn't notice now we're far too exposed. And with my shit engine, how am I going to retreat? Why am I playing a TD like it's a medium? It's not a medium, man, even if it looks like one. Damn it. This is embarrassing. Maybe if I go... Yeah, I could work in theory. If the artillery doesn't target me, that is. No. I've been pretty unlucky these last 2 matches though. My shots always miss when they should hit. Again, I was... I was at maximum. What the hell? This is far too hard for my luck of today. Finally did some damage, but a scorpion practically wrecked me. That's also bound to happen when you stay so up. I don't think our plan is going to work, even though the team is winning, so it's going well on the other side, I guess. I'll have to retreat, there's nothing I can do there. But I won't even be able to. Okay, well, not very well played, I have to admit it. Good thing I have the bonus, so I won't lose as much money. Well, I'd rather play tier 8. That seems like the balance of today. Another one for which I very much like to... Yeah, 16,000 left to get the better gun. Let's try this. With the 5 times bonus, could be a good chance. This is one of the turtles of the game. It's a slow big thing with a huge gun, except I haven't unlocked the huge gun yet. So, good map for it. I probably place myself... we're on the other side. Okay, this will mostly play like the one earlier with the Swedish tank.
Ihre Unterstützung wurde angefordert.
Yeah, indeed, my man. I don't know absolutely what you said. I go, he says. He goes G6. Supagani.
Los geht's!
Let's put ourselves on the left. Seems like a safer bet. Unfortunately, I'm under tiered, and with this gun, this isn't the top gun, so I don't know how much I can do. But there's always medium and lights you can shoot at. This has amazing accuracy, by the way, like all German TDs. Main threat is usually artillery. We don't have artillery in the map, so I can go pretty aggressive with my positioning. I guess it would be asking for too much. The enemy passes so stupid. No, like this I cannot even aim. Well, if no one comes, I will even go ahead. We're defending, by the way, yes. Okay. You know what? I'm liking the idea to go and point at the center of the map. Okay. This is very exposed. Okay. No, not as much as I thought. It's an 85, 15, a turn on its side. No, it's not going to do that mistake again. Now, about the 80-15, I did play that thing. It was the one with the turret on one side that was practically indestructible when it turned from one side and very vulnerable from the other. And I got lucky because that's the turret. But I didn't hit it. Let's switch to... In theory, it's not impossible for me to damage that, because the turret is exposed. Yeah, you see it. That's the trick of the British TDs. He's going to kill me by the death of 1,000 cats. But more like the 5 cats. But that has got also amazing accuracy, probably better than mine, so... If he goes... Yeah, like this I can't try and aim at him. But if he's already placed... It's suicide. Now that were like this. If he puts the turret again, I will try, and then immediately retreat. But apparently he got the idea of the risk he was running into, and he will not do it again. What is that? There's two. We have two. No, he went to the other side. When did he manage? Okay, then there's no reason to stick here then. He's the one that helped me. It's a bit risky, mind you, because if something comes from here, I completely open. And a wise man once said, I'm feeling lucky, and that guy was named Google, so I'm feeling lucky also. Put the turret. Come on with that turret. Maybe. No. Not with this gun. If I had the top one. But I didn't even hit him, but I cannot pen in any case, I know. What's the turret? It's that one, yeah. But if he exposes to the point that he wants to shoot me, then the turret will come into my sight. It's on the left, yeah, on the left from where I'm looking. This is the good tank for turret hunting, to say the least. Of course, the cursor is green, it doesn't mean it's going to pan. It's up to luck, mostly. Like everything in this damn game. How many gold ammo? Okay, I have another two. I'll have to put more gold rounds on this. On these blasted tanks of mine. Look at me playing at ED like a heavy again. Why do I always make this silly mistake? He's waiting for nothing else than me to come out. Wait, he's turned. He's turned. Bam! I like the feeling of this. Reload. At least he reloads fast. That's the point of shit guns. But at least they do reload well. Okay. Good team play. Everything went better than expected. Let's move further ahead, and let's not move further ahead, but now what can I do? Okay, they were completely prepared. I was killed by the Death Star. I guess that's my mark. I love to play the Death Star Wars. After all, Star Wars just came out. I mean, I have to play the Death Star again. Once my most beloved tank. And you can do incredible damage with that thing. Let's play one round with the Death Star. Yeah, you have it. Scary thing. Biggest TD in the game. These are one-shot kills in most situations. If you shoot gold, most situation becomes even more likely. You can one-shot an ES7 basically in this, if you hit it well. And that's the power of these things, but it reloads in like 20 seconds now, I don't remember how long. They no longer make it, by the way. It's an out-of-production tank. Perfect map for it, by the way. Okay, this could be fun. If I don't do stupid things again, this could be fun. In theory, you should always shoot gold in this thing. That's the idea of it. But the little problem of this is that a single round ammo of this thing costs like 5,000 credits, if I well remember. So it tends to cost you a bit. You shoot two of these, one doesn't hit. Basically, you're losing money. But, what can you do? I mean, you play the Death Star, you pay the Death Star. It comes with the territory. Why is everyone having that emblem by their name? Let's get the show. Yeah, let's get the show on the road. This also has a bit of a turret, as you can see. It moves from side to side. It's not completely locked in place. I see rather springy lights are really moving to the enemies, so we can take advantage of this, I bet. With the power of the Death Star. Now guys, if you gave me time to position myself, maybe I could cover you. 25 seconds reload, that's the time it takes to bad it's outside of my radius range. What a shame, what a shame. Indeed. Yeah, it's probably there, but can I shoot without even seeing it? Seems like a silly proposition, especially when you shoot 4,000 credits rounds of ammo. Let's go to the right. Maybe I'll be able to put it into my range. I'm looking at the radius range now. Look what antenna I have, and yet it doesn't reach. I don't want to go even further. If they spot you in this thing, you are sitting there. It doesn't even have that much armor. It's just a killing Death Star. A bit more, come on. Just a bit more. Yeah, I know you want to be covered, but it's not in range, man. It's not in range. I'll tell you. Yeah, I wrote basically a poetry. And a redra. I hope he doesn't take it personally. I cannot shoot him. Well, okay, man, do whatever you want. I mean, if you really want to go and die. I think he got the idea. Yeah, finally he did. If you lure them forward, things might change. I don't want to go down in the pits with this thing. Yeah. Dilek 2013. Does mean he's born in 2013? I would make him pretty young, doesn't it? No, he wants to assist me. I would assist you if I could. The STB is one shot dead. Let's see if he comes this way. A Sheridan. How can I hit something that fast? Wait, easy, I like it. BAM! 863 damage, okay. Could have been better, to tell you the truth. But still, it's 868 damage. And now I'm also completely exposed, and there's lights and mediums coming this way. Because the guy with the projector just couldn't listen, and he had to go. He felt so strong in his stupid medium tank. He wanted to destroy the opposition. Now I'm dead, basically. Okay, be alone on this side. I can take someone with me. At least that. Ah, there's a fox shooting me. Yeah, that's so cool in your Italian medium. You have to go ahead and attack. Shall we do the crazy thing? I mean, there's not much left. Maybe I can at least surprise the enemy. Well, I won't surprise the enemy very well if I bring down the trees in such a visible manner. But maybe they're not paying attention, I mean. Holy shit, they were! Oh! One shot. You drive the one shot in, you get killed by one shot, I guess. That's only karma. Okay, well guys, all things considered, I mean, the best matches were in the beginning, but it didn't go too bad. I earned pretty well thanks to the holiday event. Now unfortunately I will have to close the stream because it's time for me, but I will be back playing this game, and also I will be back on the World of Tanks groups, because I finally enjoyed it after so long that I haven't played the game. It's a cool game, I mean, it's worth it. And see you soon. I'll be back in 5 hours. If you also watch War Thunder, I will play War Thunder, the planes, with joystick and throttle, so maybe you will like it. I would love to have you in the stream. In the meantime, ciao from Italy, see you soon. Bye, thanks you for watching to the end.